and financially secure. For your peace of mind and theirs, plan ahead. Beacon's Rest Easy policy helps you to do just that. Rest Easy is a policy that offers you a payment upon your death or the death of any covered family member that can be used to offset post-mortem expenses. For as little as 75 cents per day, you can ensure that your expenses are covered. Call Beacon at 440-4447 and sign up for the Rest Easy plan today.
Live from the Canadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
These have been tough times, and we could all use a helping hand to get through this period. GUT Credit Union gives you the opportunity to do just that without a worry. What are you looking forward to? A relaxing staycation, brand new appliances or devices, consolidating your debt to get more money in your pocket. Not a member? No worries. Come in and find out how you too can make the most of this offer. Or visit us today. Yes, you can have a brighter Christmas season with GUT Credit Union. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the GBN Television News for Wednesday, December 9th, 2020. I'm Chrislyn, Lashington. In the headlines, the man wanted in connection with attempted rape at Village Bakery surrenders to police. Locals asked to be on the lookout for 2 Vincentian criminals. Former Agriculture Minister appointed to the Senate. He tells GBN he will have to ponder any request for his return to frontline politics. Prime Minister says MNIB has lost its way while opposition leader calls for close examinations of its operations. Nawasa employees up the ante in dispute over severed employee. The company responds and says it has followed all procedures in the collective agreement. Trellona Charles, what's happening on your end?
Tonight in sports, Wagiti Super Knockout Finals postponed, and we join James Saunders at TV6 for some highlights. And in regional news, St. Lucia's population declines and a mother is seeking closure as her son is lost at sea.
Details right after this message.
This is GBN, the nation's news leader. This segment is brought to you by Quartz Grenada Limited.
Despite the situation we now face, one thing is for certain. We will get through this together. As much as we are a part of your community, you are a part of who we are. Let's take care of each other during this time, as we always do. And soon, we know that with the dawn of that new day, all of this will be over, and our land will once again be healed. In the meantime, stay safe. Know that we're here for you. Quartz, bringing value home.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Good evening to our viewers on GBN TV and our listeners on K105, and of course, those on our social media platforms as well. The man who has been wanted by police in connection with a violent incident at a bakery in St. Andrew has surrendered. Late this afternoon, police said that he turned himself in at the Grenville police station. Chrislyn, John, what can you tell us?
What I can tell you is that Elon Antonio Alexander, alias Tone, 23 years, unemployed of Dabo St. George and Mamakan St. Andrew, surrendered to the Grenville police on Wednesday in connection with the alleged attempted rape of a female Village Bakery employee. Police launched a manhunt 3 weeks ago for Alexander in relation to the incident which allegedly occurred on November 26th. In an exclusive interview with the victim, who did not wish to do an on-camera video recording but shared photos with GBN for use, told her story of the incident. She recalled that the incident occurred after 3 p.m. Wednesday at the bakery's location in Lower Mamakan, St. Andrews. The victim told GBN's news desk on Friday that she was executing her duties on Wednesday afternoon when she faced a horrendous predicament. She is nursing head injuries. She explained that she went to a section of the office to carry out a task, and on her return to her workstation, the suspect confronted her while brandishing a gun. He is alleged to have demanded that she return to the back of her workplace and get undressed. She said she was shocked but refused to comply with his demand. The bakery employee related to GBN that the attacker struck her 3 times in the head with a gun, an act she believed was his attempt to knock her unconscious. However, he did not succeed. She said she retaliated with a broomstick, hitting him and calling for help from a co-worker who was on the upper floor of the building. When the colleague entered the room, the man ran into the nearby bushes. No charges has been laid against Tonton as yet. Chrislyn John.
People here are being urged to be on the lookout for 2 Vincentian criminals who have broken out of jail. Police in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is asking the people of Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique to be on the lookout for Veron Primus and Ulrich Hansen. A press release issued by the Vincentian police says that a manhunt has been launched for the 2 prison escapees. The report informs that Primus was serving a sentence for murder, while Henson was awaiting trial for a series of serious offenses, including murder, robbery, and burglary. Both men are considered armed and dangerous. Persons who may come in contact with the 2 men are being asked to contact their nearest police station or call the emergency number 911. Former Government Minister Roland Bola is making a return to Parliament. He has been selected to replace government appointee Kim George, who resigned about 6 weeks ago. Bola is expected to take the oath of office next week, Tuesday, when the Senate begins debate on the 20th. He spoke about the reason for his decision.
Roland Bola has confirmed to GBN that he accepted his party's request to replace former Senator Kim George in the upper house, who resigned in October, citing demands of her profession and Senate preparation. In an exclusive interview with GBN, Bola said he was asked to step in to fill the vacant position and answered.
I was approached and asked if I would be willing to fill that position. Until such time, I don't know for how long, I don't know, if someone else may be coming, if I'd be asked to remain there until and whenever an election is called. But I readily accepted it because I want to do what's right for my country, first and foremost, and for my party that I support, once it's legal and above board.
Bola received his instrument of appointment last week Wednesday, the same day that Finance Minister Gregory Bowen presented the 2021 budget of revenue and expenditure. He is expected to take the oath of office when the Senate meets to debate the 2021 budget on December 15th. When asked if he will be willing to become a candidate if asked by the party, he said it will have to be an emergency situation for that to happen.
It's still very early to say. It has to be a situation. Let me answer by telling you, I do not have very much interest in wanting to contest as a candidate in an election anymore. What I can tell you is that if it reached to a do-or-die situation, I want to put it that way, where in any particular constituency, the party is unable to field a candidate, and I am approached to say, look, this is our present situation. We need some assistance from you. I will give it serious consideration. Other than that, no, I am not totally interested. But I'm not ruling it out to say it will never happen. There may be a situation that occur where desperation for someone may be the case, and of course, with the concurrence of my family, I'm going to give it serious consideration.
Senator Bola formerly sat as Minister for Agriculture and Sports. For GBN News, I am Rina Pear.
If it's one thing that the Prime Minister and opposition leader agree on, it's in relation to the operations of the Marketing and National Importing Board. The Prime Minister believes that MNIB has lost its way, while the opposition leader wants a close examination of the organization's operations.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell dealt a stinging rebuke on the state-owned Marketing and National Importing Board, the MNIB. In his presentation to the 2021 Budget of Revenue and Expenditure on Monday, Dr. Mitchell said the MNIB, which was established to provide market access for farmers, is now competing with those same farmers.
I think this MNIB has lost its way. The founding fathers of the MIB never intended for MNIB to be competing with private sector institutions for anything. It was meant to be a marketing board. It is no longer a marketing board. Marketing what? The people you're marketing for right now, the farmers, afraid of you. Well, what? Doesn't make any sense.
The Prime Minister said the future of the entity needs to be analyzed.
We have to seriously look at where we go in the marketing board. We can't fool ourselves. We're spinning top and mud. We just have to find millions of dollars to bail out marketing board on another situation. Farmers are hardly taking their produce there unless they have no alternative. So clearly, if we are serious, that's only one true statement leader of the opposition, and I want to compliment him for that, but that's true. So we have to find a way.
Opposition leader Tobias Clement, in his response to the budget on Monday, called on Agriculture Minister Peter David to look delicately into the affairs of the MNIB. He told the nation he has issues with the MNIB and that farmers, employees, and the nation are complaining about the business. Clement spoke about one of the ventures the MNIB embarked on.
The CEO, they hired him as a manager, but he made himself CEO. Launched that project in Bonaccord Estate to lease Bonaccord Estate from the proprietor. Marketing board spent $2.5 million on Bonaccord Estate, Mr. Speaker. They planted 575 soursop trees, 600 breadfruit trees, 2,000 plantain trees, and pineapple.
Unfortunately, the yield of the MNIB investment was too significant for them to benefit.
The proprietor moved to take back his estate from Marketing Board. Why? Marketing Board did not pay the lease. And Mr. Speaker, you want to hear the kicker? This is the kicker. When the soursop declared, they went to him and said, can you sell us the soursop? You know what he said to them? You can't pay us for my soursop. Marketing Board can pay me for my soursop.
Regarding the ongoing investigation into questionable transactions at the MNIB, Prime Minister Mitchell says he supports the investigation despite his opinion that the wheels of justice sometimes spin too slow. Cherry and Blackman-Stephen, GBN News.
Still on news of agriculture, the government is trying to rectify problems being experienced by farmers who ply their trade at the temporary vendors market at the National Stadium's car park. Rena Pear spoke to Senator Nolan Cox about some of the initiatives being explored.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, accompanied by cabinet colleagues Peter David and Nolan Cox, met with a small group of 11 market vendors on Tuesday to hear their concerns about the impact of their relocation to the car park of the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. The meeting was initiated by the Prime Minister in direct response to an appeal made by one of the vendors during a recent town hall meeting. Senator Cox, who is heading the Ministry of Infrastructure Development, Transport and Implementation, says they are aware that the current location is not a high traffic area and has therefore taken steps to encourage more shoppers.
What we have been able to do as a ministry, we work with Permanent Secretary, Minister of Transport and Permanent Secretary in Infrastructure here, was to, on Fridays and Saturdays, we initiate this free rider bus day, where we have 2 buses operating a shuttle system sponsored by the private sector. A number of corporate entities have been sponsoring the shuttle on the weekends since November. We're into December now, and they're continuing to do that. I really want to thank them for doing that for the vendors.
The minister also disclosed the plans to host various activities, with plans to extend market hours during the week of Christmas to attract more customers.
Also, you'll hear more about it coming the week leading up to Christmas. We want to do something that we're working with the Ministry of Trade to do a little night market activity. So you'll hear more about that coming very soon. So the staff is working very hard to bring some more activity for them in that area. There are some other small cosmetic issues and things like that. All that have been sorted out. But the main challenge is the flow of customers. The traffic is very poor. We want to encourage persons who you're driving, you have your own vehicle, the congestion in town, to avoid that. You can shop right at the vendors market at the stadium. There's ample parking and it's safe. There's a washroom. There's everything that is.
The vendors were asked to relocate to the stadium car park since April of 2020 during the COVID-19 lockdown, following which the rehabilitation of the St. George's Market commenced. Government indicated that a financial support system may also be put in place for the vendors. For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
A good initiative there. This is news at 7. Coming up, Nawasa employees up the ante in dispute over severed employee. The company responds when we return.
Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening at Republic Bank. Low interest rate happening. Quick approval happening. Christmas time happening at Republic Bank.
And 2020 on a merry note at Republic Bank as we spread the holiday cheer with our Make It Happen loans. Republic Bank is here to lighten up your spirit with quick approvals and cash prizes valued at over $10,000.
Christmas is happening at Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Christmas in Grenada plus Flow equals a tablet for your family. Get a Samsung A7 tablet for only $80 when you add your mobile to your home services bundle. Save 50% on your mobile bill and spend the holidays connected with faster internet speeds. Call us today at 1-800-804-2994 and sign up.
I can't believe what has happened to me. Granulec is paying my bill for free. A true friend helps you when you're in need. I gotta be a thought that pays my bill for free. One big winner gets their bill paid till December. 14 other monthly winners get their bill paid every other. The best things in life are free. Thanks to Granulec, the best has happened to me.
To enter, visit Grenelec's website and complete entry form, or WhatsApp your name, account number, and contact number to 405-6500. Enter by December 31st. Terms and conditions apply.
The Grenada Football Association invites you to the Female 7-a-Side Football Tournament.
There's the goal!
On Saturday, 12 December at Montrouge Playing Field. Starting time, 10 a.m. sharp. Interested players, register now. Call 440-9903 or 423-1872. There is absolutely no cost to register your team. Loads of prizes and giveaways in store.
Possibilities here.
See you there.
Do you
want to win loads of prizes this Christmas with BIP? Join our Spin to Win promotion to win exciting prizes daily. Here's how. Go to the Discover section of the BIP app. Search for the Spin to Win channel and click follow. Once you have followed the channel, click the Spin Now button, choose your device type, select your country, and wait for the wheel to start spinning. Be quick. When your wheel lands on the correct prize of the day, screenshot the prize and send your screenshot to the Spin to Win chat to enter the promotion. Click the Daily Updates button to get updates on the prize you are required to spin for each day, and also to know if you are the lucky winner of the day.
A Merry Christmas, spin and win with BIP.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
The management and staff of Ariza Credit Union wishes you a joyous and peaceful Christmas. May you and your loved ones continue to be safe as you enjoy the festive season.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
We're here to make you happy, 'cause that's what we do.
Food is fundamental, and at Caribbean Agro Industries Limited, we source premium quality wheat and other ingredients, so you get the best results in the kitchen, bakeries and farms. For over 35 years, we've supplied Grenada with the finest flour and animal feed. The tastiest cakes, pastries or breads are baked with the region's finest flour. Buy the products you've trusted for all these years. Baker's Pride, Supreme and Sunshine Flour. Get the best from your farm animals with our master mix feed brands. Support local. Buy products that are made in Grenada. Call us on 440-2954 or visit us at Mount Gay St. George or check our Facebook page. Caribbean Agro Industries Limited, a subsidiary of ADM. Unlocking nature, enriching life.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Christmas is happening, Christmas is happening, Christmas is happening at Republic Bank. Low interest rate happening, quick approval happening, Christmas time happening at Republic Bank.
And 2020 on a merry note at Republic Bank as we spread the holiday cheer with our Make It Happen loans. Republic Bank is here to lighten up your spirit with quick approvals and cash prizes valued at over $10,000.
Christmas is happening at Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
If you let your animals stray onto the waste disposal site in Carriacou, you will have to pay a fee to get them out. That's the warning from the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority. Chrislyn John picks up the story.
Measures have recently been put in place by the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority in collaboration with the Royal Grenada Police Force and the Ministry of Agriculture to curb the number of animals found wandering in the Dumfries landfill in Carriacou. Animals found there will now be impounded at a facility run by the Ministry of Agriculture. Assistant Public Relations Officer at the authority, Nikolai Boyk, says the measure became necessary after the issue was recognized as a health and safety hazard.
We saw this necessary to address because, one, it poses a serious risk to our heavy machinery operators. It poses a risk to waste haulers coming to dispose of waste at the landfill, and it also poses a risk to the public health if these animals are to enter our food stream, right? And also, as just mentioned, we did extensive work during the year, and what we do not want happening is having these animals taking the waste from one spot and bringing it outside the landfill, and again, creating these waste spills. Already, we have the animals have been eating the ornamental plants which we have planted. So we saw it necessary to work in collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture. And from Monday, the 19th of October, we started an impounding process whereby all animals found within the boundary of the Dumfries landfill, they will be taken to a facility maintained by the Ministry of Agriculture, after which owners are required to collect the animals within 10 days. Failure to retrieve animals within that 10 days of impounding, the animal owner will be held responsible for all fees accumulated regarding the animal or animals while in possession of the Ministry of Agriculture.
Boyk says when the regulation was first put in place in October, the Solid Waste Authority saw a reduction in the number of animals wandering the site. He says as things are slowly reverting, they are making a renewed appeal to livestock farmers to safeguard their animals.
Now, I must say it is not the intention of the authority to see animal owners having to go through that process, having to come out of their pockets, especially during these times, to pay these fees. So we are making a fervent appeal to all animal owners. Okay, it is for the safety of our heavy machinery operators, it is for the safety of our waste haulers, and also we do not want to see the hard work which was done in the removal and recovery of waste outside and around the boundary of the landfill going to vain. So we are making a fervent appeal to animal owners to please ensure that your animals are kept on your property and they do not linger in boundary with the Dumfries landfill. This is all we are asking.
The officer further stated that the impounding process was their last resort, and after the animals have been impounded, they will then be the responsibility of the Ministry of Agriculture and no longer in the hands of the Solid Waste Management Authority. For GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
Have you ever pondered about your life, your financial struggles, and what that means for your children's future, especially with job loss and salary cuts due to the COVID-19 pandemic? A local financial planner sat down with Trellona Charles to help design a path towards generational wealth. She shared some of his thoughts with us.
Generational wealth is the passing down of assets from one generation to the next and is a goal for many individuals who wish to ensure financial security for their loved ones. Unfortunately, many Grenadians struggle to accomplish this and often live paycheck to paycheck. Insurance consultant Marquise Joseph is urging Grenadians to consider life insurance as a viable option to begin building generational wealth. He says with Grenada's current standard of living, there's a cycle of poverty that continues and it is time to break it.
And life insurance is one way that we can guarantee that we break this cycle of poverty and ensure that each generation that comes doesn't have to go through the same struggles that the past generation did, and that we can grow as a people. So that is the importance of life insurance, that we as Grenadians should get involved and have our life insurance policies in place.
Mr. Joseph says although life insurance is seen as a thing for the rich, it is suitable for anyone who knows the value of money. He made sure to clear up some common misconceptions about life insurance policies.
First and foremost is that a lot of people think life insurance is expensive, but how can something that is specifically tailored to you be expensive? Yeah, so it's not expensive. Life insurance can be tailored to your needs and to your pocket. Secondly, people are of the opinion that life insurance is only for, when you die, your beneficiaries are the ones that benefit from it. But there are policies that can benefit you while you're living as well. So that's a common misconception as well.
Finance experts believe that using permanent life insurance as an investment might make sense for certain high net worth individuals. However, for the average person, buying term and investing the difference is usually seen as a more effective option. Trellona Charles, GBN News.
That's an interesting take. Generational wealth. Several news stories spark debate in the public sphere. At the GBN, we create avenues for the exchange of thoughts and ideas via our social media platforms. Once you leave them there, trust and believe Trellona Charles will find them as she examines the various schools of thought and tells us what's creating the social buzz. We hand you right over to her.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience.
Grenada has placed a temporary ban on all poultry and poultry products originating from the United Kingdom, effective December 7, 2020. This is due to an ongoing outbreak of highly pathogen avian influenza, commonly known as bird flu in the UK.
Our viewers headed to the comment section to give their input. Brian said, "Oh my goodness, I thought this was a bold economic decision. I did not conceive it was a reactionary move to a health scare." Yvonne added, "They ought to be self-sufficient food-wise and should not be importing that which can be sourced in the country and provide jobs for its people. When will they ever learn?" This individual agreed. He said, "This should not be the legitimate reason for banning the importation of chicken. Chicken is so easily grown, I see no reason to import chicken on the whole. I wish the importation from this source and many other sources will never be reverted to. Simple me growing 50 chickens every 6 months for home consumption. Why is it so difficult to put a national production plan in effect?" Another individual agreed. She said, "Chicks are being imported. The cost of feed is considerably high, thus making production costs higher. But there are alternatives. We can use farm crop waste and fruits to manufacture more sustainable feed. We need to invest in more local hatcheries and breeding farms. Labor is also a factor, but automated controlled systems can create vast opportunities. Grenada can produce successfully and sustainably." Meanwhile, Kate said, "I agree 100%. I am not fortunate enough to live in Grenada, but I am a regular long-term visitor. I have asked for many years why the raising or breeding of chickens is not encouraged on the island. The cost and risk of importing many foods is beyond understanding for me. Maybe the damage and destruction caused by the current situation to hospitality and tourism will be an opportunity to rethink different ways to become self-sufficient." That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. As always, if you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, remember to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
Each night, we look at photos or videos that capture the imagination of our citizen journalists. They get to have their say right now in the GBN I Saw segment.
A good eye captures all. GBN I Saw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
Sweet fruit is dominating tonight's I Saw. We have 2 I Saw submissions, both of sugar apples. Our first submission features a sugar apple our I Saw reporter said weighed more than 1 pound and was very sweet. The other reporter sent us 3 photos of a sugar apple, questioning whether or not we have seen a sugar apple this big. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still ahead, 14 educators certified to instruct and assess Caribbean vocational qualification courses. We'll tell you more about that when we return.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Hey, look. Rhythm coconuts, rum lemon, passion fruit, sorrel, even the exotic spicy rum.
Ah, the flavored rums of Grenada Distillers Limited.
Class coat?
Yes, girl.
They are all produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited in Woodlands. You know, all their rums are world-class and internationally acclaimed, winners of numerous gold medals. I'll have the spicy rum.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Get the Christmas feeling at Dean's Mattress today and all through the holiday season. Dean's is bringing you absolute great Christmas cheer. Your reward, supportive, a comfortable feel when you get a mattress from Dean's this Christmas season. Special offers on beds, foam, divans, and mattresses. Call Dean's today about your needs for odd size mattresses, baby crib mattresses, and mattresses for yachts. And of course, all the smart shoppers who placed your items on layaway, get them today. A special offer from Dean's. Free delivery island-wide and to the boat for the Carriacou and Pity Martinique customers. Call Dean's now, 440-3240 or 440-0552. Dean's Mattress, where quality is never compromised. Merry Christmas from Dean's Mattress.
This Christmas, we need the good vibes more than ever. At LA Purcell, shop all new selections at our home goods, appliance, and hardware stores. Brighten things up at our color center with paint to put the finishing touches on the industry's best building supplies. Last but not least, our annual yard sale is on again for 2 weeks at the LA Purcell car park in town and 3 weeks at our Riverwood store, both starting December 5th. Come and name your price. And remember, Purcell's motto is cash if you have it or credit if you want it.
This holiday season, let Juve bring you 100% joy with its magical chocolate products. Happy holidays from the management and staff of Juve Chocolate. Juve Chocolate, raise your bar.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Everyone connected plus Flow equals a new way of living. And now when you add a mobile line to your Flow in-home service, you have two great ways to stay connected and save. Get 20% off your 7 or 30-day prepaid plan, or save 30% on a postpaid plan. That's how we save and stay connected. Call us or visit discoverflow.co today. Terms and conditions apply.
Workers at the National Water and Sewage Authority, NWASA, have intensified their protest action. The workers standing in solidarity with their co-worker Andy Lewis, who was laid off from the company since September. Chrislyn John is following that story.
NWASA's board of directors appears to stand firm on its decision not to reinstate former employee Andy Lewis. It's been 3 months since Lewis was terminated from his job at NWASA, an act considered by bargaining agent, the Technical and Allied Workers Union, as unfair. Since then, TAU has been clamoring for the reinstatement of Mr. Lewis. According to President of the union, Andre Lewis, today's protest action is just another attempt the union has made to have Lewis back on the job and to garner public support on the situation. So far, President Lewis noted that they have written to the company and held meetings. However, the board has rejected having Lewis back to work.
So let's understand what happened. Before they terminated Andy, we were in discussion. Rather than getting back to us, the company terminated Andy. We made an intervention, we met with the company. The board, in its own deliberate judgment, said they are not taking back Andy. We then held a meeting with the workers, demanding of the company the reinstatement of Andy. Nothing happened. We then moved to the wearing of red t-shirts, union t-shirts. And we have been doing that for over 3 weeks now. As of today, we have moved to calling the workers out onto the street so we can bring to the attention of the public whose sympathy and support we are calling for to ensure that Andy's job is being resolved.
The union's president said they will be satisfied if the company reinstate Lewis and allow him to work elsewhere within the company.
There is no financial crisis. This is a time when the government of Grenada has been calling on all employers to preserve jobs. The government must lead by example. The government has been boasted, correctly so, and we are thankful and grateful that no public officer so far has lost the jobs. But yet still, in a state-owned enterprise as NWASA, that only recently increased water rates, see it fit to send home a worker, a permanent worker, who has worked for over 12 years with the company.
Lewis was part of the company's planning and development unit. TAU's president says they will do all that is necessary to preserve Andy's job. Chrislyn John, GBN News.
The story continues. The National Water and Sewage Authority, NWASA, issued a statement this afternoon regarding the industrial dispute. Let's hear from NWASA's legal counsel, Denise Burris.
The National Water and Sewage Authority regrets the current position of the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union in relation to former employee Mr. Andy Lewis. The strike action taken today is an illegal one and contravenes the requirements of the collective agreement. NWASA believes that it is very unfortunate that the union has taken this position in relation to the job that has been made redundant, especially where the union agreement makes provision for such instances and for an employee to be fully compensated. Furthermore, this matter is already referred to the Minister of Labour. NWASA did not make a hasty decision, nor was the union or the employee in question unaware. NWASA informed the union in December 2019 of the pending redundancy. NWASA further engaged the union and the employee in March and August 2020 before the employee was made redundant on September 1st, 2020. The union agreement recognizes circumstances where a position may become redundant and the employee is severed by way of redundancy. The authority followed the process as stipulated in the said agreement and paid Mr. Lewis accordingly. he was paid more than 2 years' salary.
14 educators are now certified to instruct and assess Caribbean Vocational Qualification (CVQ) subjects in secondary schools. They graduated today during a ceremony hosted by the Ministry of Education and the National Training Agency. The graduation ceremony was held at the Olympic House, Montrose, St. George. Chrislyn John was there and filed this report.
12 teachers are now better equipped to conduct and assess CVQ subjects in accordance to industrial standards. Janesta Charles, coordinator for standard and planning at the National Training Agency, explained the two components that were covered during the training.
I've done two programs with them. The first one that we did capture training and development. They would have done 4 units from the occupational standard in training and development, and that basically captured being able to plan for training, conduct the training, and really meet the needs of the trainees that they're going to deliver the programs to, right? The second program that they did was assessment level 4, and that allowed them now to be able to plan for assessment, conduct assessment, and evaluate assessment.
The first part of the training was conducted in 2019. Charles says participants had to be evaluated in a number of areas in order to be certified. With these educators now being certified, it means that assessors would not have to be sourced from the outside. The schools are now better placed to implement the CVQ programs, she says.
You have different components that you have to ensure that are in place. And while the physical facilities may exist, if your trainers, albeit your teachers, if they are not trained to implement the CVQ in schools, we have a deficiency. So what the ministry would have sought to do was to invest in some of the teachers, in some of the schools rather, that have the capacity to implement the program. So we would have done the training. So teachers are better placed now to use the occupational standards to actually deliver the program that leads to the qualification.
Imogen Howard, a teacher at the Westerhall Secondary School, was one of the participants. She explained how this training will better equip students for the world of work, not only academically, but also with skills.
We are now trained. We are instructors and facilitators. We are taking teaching learning at a different approach. So you would find that the children would be now more involved in doing practical things, looking at their skills, letting them learn on their own. Normally now we have the CXC program where you have a syllabus and everybody has to finish. With the skill part is different. Each child would take his or her time. The teacher would facilitate, go with them step by step for them to be able to accomplish this task or so that they are set out to do. And a lot of the things are skills, hands-on trainings.
Funding for the training was sourced from the Caribbean Development Bank through the Ministry of Education. Chrislyn John, GBN News.
Stay with us. The weather and sports are up next.
Hey man, well man, you make that to that trip. Why do all this more? Things tight since COVID, you know. And Christmas coming, the toys to build, and my house and my car to repair, and the wife wants you to live on. What you want me to do? I'm expected to do all that with more. Well, what you want me to do? Why don't go down my communal? You don't have to pay them until January. They have 20,000 in giving away, and the interest rate low. And listen to me, I try them orders and them never look good. Who they want them on? Well, watch, like you have more than your ears. Choose your loan at communal, giving you the money for what you want to do. It's a loan for you. You know what? I'll get them a little try. Listen. Where you going on this mode? Don't need it. Leave the mud, man. When you go down there, the rate's low. Low.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with tropical. Can't wait. No package tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
Do you want to win loads of prizes this Christmas with BIP? Join our Spin to Win promotion to win exciting prizes daily. Here's how. Go to the Discover section of the BIP app. Search for the Spin to Win channel and click follow. Once you have followed the channel, click the Spin Now button, choose your device type, select your country, and wait for the wheel to start spinning. Be quick. When your wheel lands on the correct prize of the day, screenshot the prize and send your screenshot to the Spin to Win chat to enter the promotion. Click the Daily Updates button to get updates on the prize you are required to spin for each day, and also to know if you are the lucky winner of the day.
A Merry Christmas, spin and win with Bib.
It's a strawberry affair. December specials at Escape to Haven Health Spa by Nirvana. Indulge and excite your senses with our strawberry full body massage, $125. Kids, $80. Strawberry pedicures, $70. Kids, $50. Strawberry facials, $100. Kids, $50. Strawberry full body scrub, $90. Come on, be honest. You know it's long overdue for some real body care. Call or message us on 231-6642, 418-7115 or 449-7753. Opening hours are Mondays to Saturdays 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sundays 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Give your family or friend a gift of body care by purchasing a gift certificate. Celebrate your birthday or anniversary with us and receive a complimentary glass of strawberry champagne. Escape to Haven Health Spa by Nirvana. Excel Plaza Grandance. We know real body care. This offer ends January 3rd.
Hills and Valley Med Care Center, located on Grenville Street, St. George's, has a highly professional team that gives excellent service in massage therapy, physiotherapy, speech therapy, medical consultation, and more. Hills and Valley Med Care Center sells a wide range of medical supplies, offers home visits for patients in Grenada and Carrier Crew, and opens Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. through to 7 p.m. Visit or call Hills and Valley Med Care Center today, 435-6904.
It's new, innovative and classy, and it cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight, generally fair. Tonight's minimum temperature 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open water. There is no warning tonight. Tides would be high at 11 p.m. and low at 5 a.m. Weather for Thursday, December 10th, generally fair with an increase in cloudiness after midnight, accompanied by light to moderate isolated showers. Weather for Friday, December 11th, generally fair with the occasional partly cloudy spells, increasing in cloudiness after midnight with light to moderate isolated showers. And weather for Saturday, December 12th, partly cloudy with the occasional brief isolated showers.
Good evening, I'm Trellona Charles. Social media was abuzz on Tuesday night following the postponement of the Wagiti Super Knockout, which was scheduled for this weekend due to stringent regulations handed down by the COVID committee to the promoter of the event. Details in this report.
On Tuesday, Megaforce Promotions issued a letter of postponement of the grand final of the 11th annual Wagiti Super Knockout football tournament until further notice. The letter said the decision to reschedule the final, which is scheduled to take place this Saturday on the 12th of December at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium, came about because of the newly imposed restrictions by the National COVID Committee as conditions for hosting the tournament final. In a letter released to Megaforce Promotions by the National COVID Committee, the following restrictions were imposed for Saturday's event. No music permitted during or after the event, no selling of alcoholic beverages on the inside of the stadium, a maximum of 300 persons allowed at the venue, and patrons are to exit the stadium within half an hour of the completion of the event. President of the Grenada Football Association, Chenny Joseph, is calling for the promoter and health officials to go back to the drawing board to find an amicable solution to allow the weekend games to proceed. Joseph says football in 2021 will be impacted because of this suspension.
It's not just the final on Saturday, it's going to impact on football in general, because if Wagiti does not play his final on Saturday, it means he's going to go into the new year and we are having a very hectic schedule in terms of GFA football and international games. And so I believe the discussion can take place, and I'm encouraging both parties, meaning the Wagiti Super Knockout and the COVID committee, to have such a discussion. I myself tried to reach the Minister for Sport to see if she could have also had an intervention. I did not get through, but I did have the privilege of speaking to the Minister of Health this morning, as well as I spoke to Wagiti. And I believe from the discussion I've had with both parties, I believe that there can be a resolution and that the finals can play on Saturday.
When asked by GBN to comment further on the issue, Joseph offered some suggestions.
If I can offer a solution, the stadium has a capacity of 7,000. Let us agree with the person who did a prior interview that Wagiti had 3,000 people in the stadium. And let's just agree with the person for convenience. Now, if Wagiti can get access to the entire stadium, it means with the 6 feet distancing, even though they have compromised or not compromised, they have reduced it to 3 feet. I believe the 3,000 persons plus who will attend can sit there without compromising on concerns of persons who may have COVID.
Tonight, we take a look around the region. Does size matter? Economically, it does, according to former Director of Statistics, Edwin St. Catherine. St. Lucia's population growth rate is at its lowest since 1960, and that could have long-term implications on the island's economic prospects.
Former Director of Statistics Edwin St. Catherine has expressed concern over St. Lucia's declining population growth rate. According to St. Catherine, COVID-19 hampered efforts to conduct this year's census. However, using data from previous years together with the preliminary forecast trend indicate the local population size is estimated between 160 and 167,000 and falling. St. Catherine noted that the over 45 segment of the population is now about 58% and growing. He also observed that the population under 35 is 42% and falling. St. Catherine says the situation of population decline here in St. Lucia may impose a significant effect on the security system on island. He expressed the view that consideration could probably be given to incentive programs. The current population of St. Lucia is 183,991 as of Monday, December 7, 2020, based on Worldometer elaboration of the latest United Nations data. It also states St. Lucia 2020 population is estimated at 183,627 people at mid-year, according to UN data. St. Lucia ranks number 189 in the list of countries and dependencies by population.
Still in St. Lucia, one mother is desperately seeking closure in the search of her son, who has reportedly been lost at sea for 9 days and counting. The 36-year-old man, along with an assistant, was last seen on Sunday, November 29th, at the helm of a chartered fishing vessel. Both men have yet to return from their voyage on the open waters.
Rollin Charles left for sea on Sunday, November 29th. Since then, his family members have not seen or heard from the 36-year-old man. His mother, Justina Charles, fears her son may be shipwrecked, stranded, set adrift on the high seas, or worse, dead.
I wish somebody would pass and give him a help if he's still alive, or even if he's dead. I just want the closure, like, I want to see him again, because I miss him each time, every day, all day long I cry, and I will say this long he comes to mind, I will cry.
Charles was said to have left the island from the fisheries port in Grosile, along with another man who remains lost at sea. His mother says she received word that Charles, the boat driver, had sent out a Mayday radio distress call for help from other seafarers. However, efforts to recover the boat and the two men reportedly have come up empty. In her search for her lost son, Charles is beseeching support from the Coast Guard.
I went to the police station, and they told me that when the Coast Guard was already looking for him even before they reported he was missing, because they know he was at sea.
The mother says she is heartbroken after every visit she pays to her grandson, who continues to question the whereabouts of his father.
I don't even want to go and see the son in Grosile. I go in Grosile and ask the mother about him, because the mother tells me sometimes he woke up before her and he will hear him on the road saying, asking somebody, my daddy don't come yet, my daddy don't come back yet, so it's hurt, so I don't even know what to tell him.
Charles is seeking closure and has put a call out to fishers and boaters to be on the lookout for her son. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.
That's it for tonight's regional news. Stay tuned as we remind you of tonight's top stories.
A recap of the headlines. Former Agriculture Minister appointed to the Senate. He tells GBN he will ponder any request for his return to frontline politics. Prime Minister says Marketing Board has lost its way, while opposition leader calls for close examination of its operations. Locals asked to be on the lookout for two Vincentian criminals. Finance planner highlights importance of generational wealth transfer. In sports, GFA president offers solutions to obstacle faced by Megaforce Promotions. And in around the globe, St. Lucia's population growth rate at its lowest, while one mother seeks closure in the search of her son lost at sea. If you missed any parts of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or follow our Facebook page or YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Chrislyn Lashington. That's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.